Welcome to Chapter 5-6. We are solving equations dealing with fractions. A couple things to remember. We're going to be using inverse operations to solve for the variable. Whatever is occurring to the variable, we have to do the opposite to undo those operations. And whenever we are combining fractions, we need to make sure we're always finding a common denominator. You cannot be adding fractions or combining fractions that don't have the same denominator. So let's do an example. Here I have 2 1/4 plus x is equal to 3 3/8. So I need to use inverse operations. Here's my variable x, and I need to get it all alone. In order to do that, I need to undo everything that is occurring to it. So I have positive 2 1/4. If I subtract 2 1/4 from both sides of the equation, then x will be all alone. And then I need to combine 3 3/8 minus 2 1/4. Now, I can't really combine these when they're stacked on top of each other. So I'm going to just write it to the side. And I'm going to write 3 3/8 minus 2 1/4. Now, when we are combining these two mixed numbers, we need to first make them improper. So 3 3/8, I'm going to multiply the bottom. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 3 is 27, all over 8. And 2 1/4, I'm going to change that to improper. I'm going to multiply the bottom. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, all over 4. Now they're both improper, and I need a common denominator. I don't have a common denominator. So I need to find the least common denominator between 8 and 4, and the smallest number that both of these can multiply to is in fact an 8. So this fraction will not have to change. It's not always going to work this way, but this one will. And I need to rewrite the other fraction with the same denominator, an 8. In order to get there, I needed to multiply 4 by 2, which means I need to do the same to the numerator, and 9 times 2 is 18. So now that I have a common denominator, I can combine the top numbers. 27 minus 18 is 9, all over 8. And I'm going to just slide back over, 9 over 8. I'm going to slide back over and put it to where I did. So I did all my work on the side here, dealing with the fractions. But I always like to solve for a variable going down. Helps me stay organized. So x will equal 9 over 8. And I've isolated my variable using inverse operations, and I needed to find a common denominator in order to combine fractions. Thank you.